Alright, so this is my skill 12. I started off by choosing A to equal 11 and B to equal 11 over 3. I drew this as a 36 and 90 special right triangle. So for part A, the rectangular form of this point is 11, negative 11 over 3, which I drew on this triangle here. And the polar form, which is based on the length away from the origin or whatever other specific point, and the reference angle, which the length is measured by. So the polar form of this would be 22 and negative 60 degrees. For part B, the function I came up with was r theta is equal to 22 cosine 6 theta, and this is a rose curve. And this point is in this function and is part of this graph, because if you plug in negative 60, you get 22 cosine 6 times negative 60, and then negative 3 cosine negative 360 is 1. So 22 times 1 is equal to 22, and this 22 negative 60 degrees is the point. So for part C, first I drew out the graph, and so as you can see, it has 12 petals because this even number is multiplied by 2 to get the number of petals. And you can see a petal intersects the x-axis because it's cosine, and then you can each petal has a length of 22. And I also drew out the point from part A, which is 22 negative 60, and you can see that it is represented on this polar graph. So I said that this graph is a rose curve with 12 petals, and the length of each petal is 22, and the petals are each rotated by 30 degrees, and you know this because 360 degrees divided by 12 petals is 30. I also tested the symmetry of this rose graph. So first, test of symmetry, I replaced theta with negative theta, and this tests for symmetry to the polar axis, and since these two are equal to each other, that means according to this test that the equation is symmetric to the polar axis. Next, I tested if it was symmetric to the line theta equals pi over 2, which is the y-axis. So I replaced r with negative r and theta with negative theta, but this is not equal to each other because the sign is different. So that means, according to this test, the graph of the equation is not symmetric to the line theta equals pi over 2. And lastly, I tested if it was symmetric to the pole. So I replaced I replaced r with negative r, and this does not equal each other. So therefore, according to this test, the graph is not symmetric to the pole. And so that is my skill 14.